10 days after the election results, confusion persists over the formation of a new government in Pakistan, and this comes amid revelations by the Rawalpindi Police Commissioner of institutionalized rigging to turn losers into winners. Now, the commissioner, who was earlier detained, has been released. Former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan's party has demanded the formation of a judicial commission to probe the rigging allegations made by the former Rawalpindi commissioner. Furthermore, Pakistan Supreme Court is hearing a petition today seeking to declare the general elections null and void. Additionally, the petition also seeks a stay order on the formation of the new government till the case is resolved. On the other hand, inconclusive talks after the third meeting between the PPP and the PML-N have created an atmosphere of political uncertainty in Pakistan. Both have decided to meet again to finalize the power-sharing formula. PML-N leaders have stated that the plan to form a government with the PPP and the MQMP was still on. Protests, however, continued across the country. The Election Commission, it has denied accusations of rigging and said legal forums would address any specific concerns. Earlier, Pakistan People's Party chief Bilawal Bhutto Zardari echoed concerns of the election rigging. He claimed that he had proof to show that several candidates of his party won polls in their respective constituencies. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari claimed that PTI-backed candidates were made to win against PPP leaders.
तीन किस्म के सियासी जमातें हैं। एक वो जो धांधली की वजह से जीतते हैं और आज से नहीं आप तो मेरे गवाह हो, आपको मालूम हो कुछ ऐसे शक्लें हैं पाकिस्तान की सियासत में जो तानली के बगैर नहीं जीत सकते, वो भी आजकल एहतजाज कर रहे हैं।
Now, Bilawal Bhutto had firmly stated that his father, former President Asif Ali Zardari, would be the PPP's candidate for the presidency. Furthermore, he claimed that a rotating prime ministership plan was proposed during his meeting with the PML-N. He added that he would, however, never agree to such a plan.
मुझे कहा गया है कि पहले 3 साल हमें दे दे, आखिरी 2 साल आप वजीर आजम बने। नहीं, मैंने तो कहा है और मैं अब आपको बता रहा हूं, मैंने इस बात को मना किया है। मैं इस तरीके से वजीर आजम नहीं बनना चाह रहा हूं। अगर मैं वजीर आजम बनूंगा तो थट्टों के अवाम, पाकिस्तान के अवाम मुझे मुंतखब करके बनाएंगे।
Now, to understand the situation better, for more on this, we're being joined by Barrister Hassan J. Pirzada, human rights activist and lawyer from Islamabad. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
First things first, of course, the Pakistan Supreme Court is hearing a petition that's seeking to declare the general elections null and void. Let's start by first trying to understand how this will proceed and what its implications may be.
Well, thank you. Well, there's an article 184(3), which gives a lot of power to the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan to decide matters on public importance. But in my humble opinion, when you look at the parent statute, which essentially is the Election Act 2017, it provides for a very detailed mechanism which also allows an independent tribunal to investigate the matter of allegations and come to a conclusion whether allegations were actually true, and if they are, the whole constituency, the whole election process, as far as that application or appeal is concerned, that could be set aside. So given that kind of an adequate and efficacious remedy is available in the parent statute, I do not see the Supreme Court doing something or declaring the whole election process null and void, because that would essentially, there's a legal impediment as well, in my humble opinion, but also that would essentially would be a charge sheet on the Election Commission of Pakistan and the incumbent caretaker setup, and also the Supreme Court of Pakistan itself, because one has in mind that there were allegations and countless appeals filed before the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan requesting the Honorable Supreme Court to actually ensure a level playing field. And that those petitions were essentially brushed aside by the Honorable Supreme Court. So given the background and the whole context, I do not see that the Supreme Court would take such a drastic step.
All right, now that being said, of course, instability and confusion do persist. Revelations by the Rawalpindi Police Commissioner of institutionalized rigging, that has of course raised concerns. It's hard to ignore at this point. But let's also talk about the three main contenders here. That's the PTI affiliated independents. We're talking about the PPP and the PML-N. When we talk about a power sharing formula, where do you think things stand on that front at the moment?
So the position taken by the PTI at this point in time, you have to remember, unfortunately, all the elected backed members of PTI are not PTI per se at this point in time, because PTI does not have a symbol. So essentially, all those elected members, although elected and supported by PTI, can go anywhere and join any party. And I'm not saying they should. That would be an absolutely, morally speaking, a wrong decision. But the way things stand at this point in time, the law allows them to join any political party, and this is exactly what is happening as far as the other parties are concerned. They are trying to persuade them, and we have seen 3 or 4 independent PTI-backed candidates joining PTI and People's Party and PML-N. But the problem over here is that Mr. Imran Khan, who is currently incarcerated in the famous Adiala jail, is not willing to engage with either People's Party or PML-N. So essentially, these two political parties do not have a choice. As I see it, People's Party is very much interested in joining PTI, and I see that would be a good combination to ease the uncertainty, and that would be, they have the numbers to form a government. But given PTI is not willing to engage with any other political party, I do not see that happening. So essentially, these two political parties, PML-N and People's Party, are stuck with each other. They will be give and take. Probably Zardari Saab would become the president of Pakistan. They will seek senator, all the constitutional positions such as governors and whatnot, and they will probably settle for a coalition government.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on WION World is One with all your insights and perspective on this. We'll, of course, continue to track the situation closely.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.